Every single year, we have 5,000 new people in the city. And a lot of those people are unaware of where the bus actually goes. They're unaware of where certain amenities are in the city.
If I'm sitting at the bus stop and I have no idea when the bus is coming and I know it was supposed to be here, but it's not here and I don't know when it's going to show up, that's going to put me in a bad mood.
People that are reliant on transit, it affects their life. You could miss a job interview, you could be late for work, you could miss a doctor's appointment. Just making sure people have good information to make decisions off of is what we're trying to do, and doing it in real time just helps immensely, especially in this environment that's changing so quickly. We do everything from signage, advertising, public outreach, education, public information, to make sure that information about the buses is timely and accurate.
So the e-ink is a lot like a Kindle reader. It's a monochromatic screen. It just displays route-specific, location-specific bus arrival times, and also public service announcements as needed.
How do you tell somebody when they're 3 blocks away how close the bus is? Because you got to have bigger information to be seen at a distance, so you got to figure out how to condense it. And if we get our information directly from the CATT AVL system, then it's always just as accurate as what the drivers are looking at.
Every bus stop in town now tells you which bus services that stop and what days of the week. And they can go in and they can see the maps with the schedule.
Everybody wanted it. So we had to put some money in the grant. With that funding, we also had money in there we found for wayside signage. That's how this all came about.
Because we have these tight relationships with Avail and with different CATT AVL providers, we're able to contact their development teams. We're able to work problems out together. They report the issue. We work with Avail support. And then we have good relationships with their systems engineers and that kind of thing, so we can help troubleshoot the problem. So that's one of the sort of the hidden values of this type of approach versus just buying something off the shelf.
The kiosks are the most complex. They're interactive, real-time information, all the schedules, and those are in popular areas with foot traffic.
They have a variety of different outdoor LCD, what we call on-grid or connected signs. Traditional commercial displays inside, specific displays outside, and touchscreen kiosks.
This is one of our kiosks. We have several of these that are on locations that aren't specifically at a bus stop. A person can touch on the stop and they get bus information for that specific stop. The departure information, points of interest, a map, and for hearing and visually impaired, you get the large type and then the route information audibly. The multimodal is what we call a high density stop. So there we give you walking directions from where you are.
As you're walking through the city, you can just walk up to the kiosk, find out when your next bus is arriving without having to call into our transit center. A lot of times there are delays because of our call volume. It allows for people to remain independent.
And then the onboard signage, so that's on the buses themselves, announcements about the county, Christmas parade. During COVID, we could pop up information within minutes of getting the information. Any changes that's going to affect the rider, you can put it up in almost real time. Through
the digital signage, people have better access to information, and also through the My Stop app provided by Avail, people have the bus information and system alerts right on their cell phone. From the time that our dispatcher puts in a public service announcement to the time they hit send, it's usually less than 30 seconds.
What I love about this is it's all about communication. Real-time information, on-time information, are readily available. Eliminate some of the calls into dispatch. User-friendly for anybody. Not having to just stand there and wait.
Oh, I think people love it. The rollout is still relatively new, but I really think they love it. And it's actually kind of fun. Like I'll, be down in the bay and I'll just watch people and they start, playing with the kiosk. You see them figure out they can stretch it and touch different and navigate through it.
You watch people evolve and start using them and start depending on them, and you see them getting that value out of it. Being more welcoming to people, making information more accessible, just makes people more comfortable.
They have asked a lot of questions and great positive feedback. People want more of it, and they like to see it at every stop.
I'm building this because I enjoy it. It challenges us. We get to do all kinds of interesting things and solve problems in an area that I'm passionate about.
I've learned to really love technology. I used to be afraid of it. Transit's taught me so much. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about where technology's gone in transit.